Good evening. Our first meeting tonight is a meeting of the Board of Directors for the Saxe Gotha Lexington Public Facilities Corporation. This meeting of Board of Directors is hereby called to order. The meeting is being held at Lexington Town Hall on February the 17th, 2026. Members present are Hazel Livingston, President, Ron Williams, Vice President, Todd Carnes, Secretary, Todd Lyle, Gavin Smith, Jenny Michaels, and Will Allen. In accordance with the South Carolina Freedom of Information Act, notice of this meeting was properly posted and the news media were informed of this meeting. Additionally, board members were given notice of the meeting and agenda. Minutes of the February 10th, 2025 meeting of the board have been provided. Are there any additions, deletions, or corrections? Is there a motion to approve the minutes at this time?
So moved.
Councilman Williams makes the motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Councilman Lyle seconds it. Is there any corrections or amendments on this? Hearing none, all those in favor, raise your right hand. Next, we have a resolution authorizing issuance of Saxe Gotha Lexington Public Facilities Corporation revenue bonds and bond anticipation notes, other matters relating thereto, Corley Mill redevelopment project area. Kathy, are you going to give us some information?
So I'll just tell you the Saxe Gotha Public Facilities Corporation was created about 30 years ago to aid the town in financing infrastructure projects used for a variety of reasons. Two resolutions are presented for you tonight. We would like to roll the bands for the downtown TIF and the Corley Mill TIF. Projects for the downtown TIF are substantially complete: the Ice House Amphitheater, the Old Mill Trail, and various other projects. And then the Corley Mill TIF still has substantial projects to complete, road projects along Corley Mill and 378, to provide good solutions that will have lasting impacts for years to come for our citizens. We ask that you approve the resolutions to roll the bands, both of which are due March the 12th, and that would include the trust agreements attached needed to complete the financing. So you can do them both together or you can do them separate.
So I will entertain a motion to approve the resolution authorizing issuance of Saxe Gotha Lexington Public Facilities Corporation revenue bonds and bond anticipation notes and other matters relating thereto, Corley Mill redevelopment project area and Ice House redevelopment project area. So I'll entertain a motion.
So moved.
Mayor Pro Tem Carnes makes the motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Councilman Michaels seconds it. Is there any discussion?
Madam Mayor,
Yes, sir.
may I ask a couple questions?
Sure.
Thank you. Thank you, Kathy. Could you help us understand, just for the benefit of the public, and I think this is only my second time sitting through one of these, could you help us understand why the town chooses to use a corporate structure as opposed to doing this directly within the municipal framework?
A lot of it is established by the financial advisor. John Kennedy was our financial advisor at the time, but it allows more flexibility in the financing. So the bands are revenue producing bands, and they're done through a TIF organization. The TIF is a tax increment financing structure. So the property taxes in the redevelopment area, and I'm kind of going a roundabout way to explain this, but the property taxes in the redevelopment area are anticipated to increase because of the redevelopment, and that will be the revenue that is used to pay back the bands. So there's something in the code. Saxe Gotha Public Facilities Corporation lends us the money up front to do the redevelopment that we need to do, and they borrow it, and that helps us get the financing that we need to do the projects that we need to do.
Okay, so just to clarify, I want to make sure that I understand and those at home understand. When the town embarks on a redevelopment project, say the ice house, you can take out, and somebody correct me if I'm wrong, you can take out a TIF, right? Or you can create a TIF district, right? And that allows, let's say the property taxes assessed in the area are $100 before that property, or that redevelopment, thank you. The redevelopment is done. But then after the redevelopment is done, let's say the property values go up and the taxes assessed are $200. That's the difference. We're anticipating a $100 difference. We're able to use a TIF bond, is that correct, to essentially project future revenues and borrow against the future revenues. Am I explaining that correctly? Clearly, I'm not a financial advisor.
So we have our new financial advisor here. Come to the rescue. His name is Jeremy.
Yes.
And I'll forget your last name.
Needfeld. And I apologize for being a few minutes late here. Yeah, Jeremy Needfeld with Public Financial Management. So, the state law dictates how you can, pledge securities, and to your point, a TIF, a tax increment financing, is to promote the development of a certain area. The bond anticipation note is to use the pledge that you're allowed to use up to the cap that you're allowed to use for South Carolina state law to make that payment.
Okay, so when you use a TIF bond, I'm saying that correctly, right? Are they the same as general obligation bonds, or are they like structured as revenue bonds? Like, what exposure would the challenge like general fund have to this?
Yeah, no, that's a great question. So it's not a general obligation bond. A general obligation bond is the full faith and credit of the town.
Right.
So a TIF requires there to be an increment above the base that was established. The risk to the town is that there's a failed development, and then the payments are being made from other sources of the town that are not made up for with that growth and increment that the town receives as tax revenue.
Okay, so with the structure of these bonds, is there any guarantees or moral obligation pledges, or is it simply the risk that the bond, those that are securing the bond is taking, basically?
Yeah, there's not. So the bond anticipation note is effectively what the town uses because they know they have the revenues to make that payment.
Okay, great. All right, thank you for explaining that. I am clearly not an expert on bonds, so I wanted to take this opportunity to learn a little bit more.
That's great questions.
I also received a phone call about it and said, let me ask some of those questions.
Sure.
So thank you, appreciate it.
Thank you for asking the questions. Any other questions from anyone? And Kathy's happy you got here in time to rescue her. Any other questions from anyone? So I had a motion and a second, correct? Did I have a motion and a second? Yes. Mayor Pro Tem and Councilman Michaels. Hearing no other discussion, all those in favor, raise your right hand. And it is unanimous. Are there any questions from the media? So now I will entertain a motion to adjourn from this meeting and take us into our special call council meeting. Do I hear a motion to adjourn from the Saxe Gotha meeting?
So moved.
Madam Mayor,
What?
did the motion we just approved, did it consider both resolutions? I think the motion was only for one resolution.
No, it was for both.
It was?
I read it into both when I read
Okay,
it.
well, all right, thank you.
Didn't I read it into both? Yes, I
I just
read
wanted
it.
to make sure I'm not second guessing you.
Yes, no, I read it into both,
thank
because
you.
she said we could, so I just went down to the second one and added that into it.
Got
Did
it.
everybody else hear that I did it for both? Okay,
Okay, thank you.
so, thank you. So, yes, who made a motion?
Me.
Councilman Williams made the motion.
I'll second it.
You second it? He seconds it. All those in favor of adjourning this meeting, raise your right hand, and we are out of that meeting.